Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003 and welcome back to another episode of the Genshin Impact. In the last stream, we completed Act 1 of the new Archon quest. I'm gonna finish that up, and also we unlocked Collet, which is the free Dendro character beyond the Traveler that you can get via an event. So yeah, basically the entire point of this stream is to finish up the Archon quest, and assuming we have time, and assuming it starts today, we're going to be starting the Lost Riches event. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I currently have the game in the process of loading right now. It's just going through a tiny bit of lag, so hopefully quite soon it should be taking care of itself. Hopefully it doesn't crash, because that would not be good. Okay, and turn that on, and I did notice that there were issues with audio the past few streams. I am quite sure that I fixed it. So now you guys should be hearing the spoken dialogue and all of that wonderful stuff. So yeah, basically just hang tight, everyone. Game's loading right now. It should only be like a few more minutes. This is kind of par for the course. It does take my computer a little bit to get used to the update entirely, so it's fine. Anyways, while we're waiting, I want to quickly bring y'all's attention to these meters down here. The one on top is the follower goal, which is currently set at 150. If we hit that by the end of 2022, I will be playing Deltarune for the first time, of course starting on Chapter 1. And if we hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, I will be doing a stream in a maid outfit. I am not joking. I will actually be doing a stream in a maid outfit. Of course, that will entail wonderful conversations with my parents, but it's for the content, so yeah. And of course, following is free, subscriptions are paid, but there are plenty of benefits to becoming a subscriber. For one, you get a fun little badge next to your name, depending on how long you've been subscribed for. So we have a specific badge for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, so on and so forth. And if you are the first person to subscribe within the if you're the first person to subscribe, you do get a very special badge denoting that you're the first person to subscribe before these subscriptions are reset. Another thing is that you get access to emojis, and that is actually really important because access to emojis means that you are able to take part in my channel's main gimmick, which can be activated with a very special command. And use of said command will trigger a very special effect for, I believe I set it to 15 minutes, where you are able to increase my streamer luck for the remainder of the stream. So once it's used, it's used. You cannot use it again for the remainder of the stream. And all you have to do is type in !ignite, and the gimmick will activate. Of course, don't do it now, because there's no one that can actually make full use of it right now, which is why you guys should subscribe, so you can increase my streamer luck for the content. So yeah, let's quickly check our mail, turn on audio, and then we'll go from there. And I was in the middle of a world quest, so we're gonna have to teleport out of here and then into Samara City. So, claim all. There we go. 10,000 moras. Okay, gotcha. Excuse me. Let's actually quickly check the notices while we're here. While we're in this menu. I actually forgot, has the Lost Riches event started yet? I think it has, because if memory serves me right, it was supposed to start either yesterday or today, as of the time of this going live. Oh, yeah, oh, my goodness. So I will be getting a mini CLE, like, that's set in stone. I'm kind of torn between Dayflower and the one that's released with the 3.0 version of the event called Moss. So, blue and green. And I'm actually slightly struggling on whether I should stick with my branding or whether I should go for, like, the theme and, Alright, yeah, Lost Riches. Cool. So, yeah, that's the Moss one. So, yeah, there's Moss, Viola, Dayflower, Rosé, and Circuma. Or as some people wondrously call it, the Peely. Literally spells Peeelie. So a portmanteau of the word Sealy and P. For some reason, apparently saying Circuma is too hard for most people. So yeah, but yeah, if we have time, we'll do Lost Riches. If not, then I'll either have a separate dedicated stream for it, or I'll just do it all off camera. What I'll probably do is I'll have like a dedicated stream for it in the event that we can't get started on it today. Alright, cool. Just wanted to quickly test it out, so just so I can make sure, y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard the little dings? I'm operating under the assumption that audio is working, because I can see the little... Yeah, I can see the desktop audio thing, like, wavering, so... I'm gonna operate under the proper assumption that it's working. So, yeah, my map is absolutely covered in pins. Each of those pins is either a time trial or a dendroculus. So, I've been marking everything I can to make sure I can stay on top of it so that when I come back to the game later on to get the rest of them, I'm not like, which ones did I already grab? And wasting a whole bunch of time. So that I can get the statue to level 10 as fast as possible. Of course, actually, now that I think at it, I currently have my statue at level 3, meaning that Dendro Traveler is now at Constellation level 1. So, we are slowly on the way to C6ing the Dendro Traveler. Slowly but surely. And I've unlocked the sigil tree for this region as well, so I will be able to use that to gather even more wishes that I can use on the Dendro Bean, who I hope we get to meet soon. Because Kusanali is absolutely adorable. Assuming that this loads... Welcome to the welcome to the stream where we're just gonna be staring at this loading screen for 2 hours. Of course, if it does end up going into overtime, it will end up becoming definite that I'm going to have a dedicated stream for Lost Riches. And since the event just popped up, we probably won't be able to finish it in its entirety. So I'll probably be doing something else, like working on the Grave of Innocence event. Because Prima Gems and other rewards. So I can level up the talents of the Dendro Traveler and also Collet. Because Collet is the only dedicated Sumeru character I have right now. Because I'm not wishing for Tignari. For Tignari. For Tignari. Because I'm saving for Kusanali, the Dendro Archon. And of course, that being said, I will be skipping Zhonglei as well. Kusanali will be my first Archon, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. I will have the Dendro Bean as my first Archon. And then from then on, I'll be going for the other 3. Yeah. And hopefully I won't have to spend any money on the banners. Especially since I'm unemployed again. But if it really comes down to it, I might have to shell out a few dollars. But I'm not gonna use, like, outrageous amounts. I will only use money if I absolutely have to, which has kind of always been the case, but now even more so. But, of course, it is my dream to make this my dedicated job, so that I can pretty much claim I make people happy for a living. And people don't look at me weird. Then again, people are going to look at me weird anyway, because content creation still isn't entirely considered a proper profession. Because there's no governmental control that's involved. Of course, I'm teasing, but still, it's kind of dumb. Content creation, at its core, is a job. Because you're providing a service, you're getting paid for said service, and there's schedules involved, especially with streaming. Which is why in my Discord, towards the beginning of each week, I always say, like, I've been saying, like, hey, here are the streams for the week. Friday, at this time, I'm doing this. At this time, I'm doing this. Saturday, I'm doing this. So, yeah. So, there's Lost Riches, right there. In the wilderness of Sumeru, a person named Omen seems to be troubled by something. And then here's Grab an Innocence, and looks like the last part of the event has finally unlocked. But enough diddly-daddling and didgery-doodling. What's still going on? Oh, right. Fine. Let's see what we have, I guess. So yeah, displayable carvings, 4. So we can have 4 carvings now. Roaming the jungle, what do we got? Like, at this rate, we will not have time for Lost Riches. Oh, game's stuck. It did not like the fact that I was entering this. Take pictures of art. Okay, so yeah, this bit is where we take pictures of Arnara. And there's more Dashi. Oh wait, no, this is. Oh wait, no, that's not the Dashi dudes. That is the time challenge. Yeah, this is the Dashi dudes. other stuff. Which I'm guessing is more like combat based. Materials craftsmanship. What do we got? Okay, so this is like kind of the finale of the quest, and then Treasures Beneath the Vines is the what? Oh. So yeah, this is the Aranyaka quest, like, which is the main story quest for this region. So yeah, let's activate this.
Those memories, so dark.
All right, so yeah, let's try and find Junior Zod. Hopefully, let the game catch up. Oh, and of course, since I loaded the game before starting the stream, any lag that I get, yeah, any lag that you guys are seeing, I'm getting too. So don't worry, cause I'm sharing in the pain of having to deal with lag. It's fine. But yeah, eventually my computer will be able to get used to everything, so hopefully the lag won't be too bad before long. But in the event it's really, really bad, then we'll just have to deal with it, I guess. Because I'm not just gonna all of a sudden just stop streaming Genshin. Like, it's kind of one of those, like, hey, once you start, you're continuing it kind of things. I'm not gonna stop streaming Genshin until the game is done and fully updated. Oh wait, no, we have to go down here. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright, there we are. Grand Bazaar. Oh, there she is. Yeah, this tends to happen quite a bit where we just have the black screen. I'm not a stranger to that.
There she is! Dinyarzad, we're back!
Yeah, audio's working. Oh yeah, I need to turn on auto.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
It's a very important festival after all.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Yeah.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good
Curious
time.
why Junior Zod's hands are always wrapped up.
Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
We found a really hot Dendro
Of course we
vision
went.
wielder.
A lot of things happened there.
Unfortunately, we didn't find any new information on Lesser Lord Kusanali. Instead, we were only left with more questions.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
Depends on how you define it.
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia!
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
How rude. Again,
It's
I'm a
called
bit of a
covert
hypocrite.
protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
Makes sense.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Yeah, we're here.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Looks like someone's tired.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not
What I'm
realizing
gonna
this
do real
sooner.
quick is flip a coin
I've already prepared
so
a
I
room
know
for you to
which
rest.
CLE
Please
I'm
follow
going to
me.
go for.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Get your spices here.
More than 1,000 roses brings.
I've got
So I'm gonna say heads is Dayflower, tails is moss.
everyone can enjoy.
Let's see. Alright, looks like we're going for the moss CLE. Once we finish up moss, once we're able to like afford it and all that. There's a Doge! It's a Doge! It's a sweet Doja baby. So yeah, we're gonna go for the grade one, which does make sense, owing to the fact that half of my team's Animo, and I am sporting the Dendro Traveler, so it honestly makes perfect sense to go for Moss for this team. Of course, eventually I might try and get all of them. It's going to take a good amount of time, but I'll eventually we'll be able to get them all. Because after a little bit of thought, I noticed that each CLE kind of coincides with the main
Here we
aesthetic
are.
of
It's also
one of my
fairly
teams.
close to where I've been staying.
Team 1, Moss. Team 2, which is Solid Geo, is of course Circuma, and so on and so forth. Like the Wild and Tamed, which is a Razor-focused team, being Viola.
Not at all. Just
Only
tell
one
me
that
more
doesn't
about your
fail with anyone
adventures
is,
when you
Rose.
next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
About our plans
Oh,
for
if you don't
tomorrow.
mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
Sure.
All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia is still insisting on her covert protection.
That's fine.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
It'll be easier to get information with your
Then
help.
let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
Yeah.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Let us adhere to our promise. A true king is true to his word, so I will continue being the socially rebellious royalty I am, and keep my promises. But yeah, the reason I didn't consider Circuma in my decision is that it's a borderline social norm to go for Circuma first for first-time goers of the Lost Riches event, so I automatically knocked Sorkma out of the running.
Traveler.
The reasons for the
Paimon,
others were because
I've
of
been waiting
aesthetic
for you
reasons.
two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Now, this is the first time we're doing the Sub-Zero's festival, so...
Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
Yeah.
Pay for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival
So
atmosphere is
great.
more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you
Bunch
could
of
tell
fruits.
straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms,
fruit.
flowers, and all kind of fruit. It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
I mean, this is the land of Gentro we're talking about.
What's the Haft Mewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods.
Meaning, like,
Generally
standing for the
speaking, the
7
most
different
common
archons?
selections were foods like Rikushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumera roses, sunsetias, capulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
Ah, shoot.
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Or that.
But if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Sadly, we're gonna have to be
Alright.
we're gonna have to swing by Fontaine first before we head to Natlan.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Indeed.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
This entire thing is way too
Well,
random.
according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Alright, I guess I can give it a go. Let's do... one of these. And a Severos.
This new shipment of
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
The moon.
fit into?
That tiny mouth of yours?
Generally speaking, the moon signifies. It means. Wait a moment.
Okay.
Is he
Did
really
you seriously
looking it up
not
in a book?
know?
Oh, I remember now.
boy.
It means illusions and lies.
Illusions
That's
and
why I don't
lies?
use.
That sounds rather ominous.
Is why.
Yes,
I
but this
don't
book says that
use
if you trust your
Holder-type
intuition and overcome your
divination.
fears, the sun will surely rise.
I don't mess with that stuff. Emotions
not
are
even trying to
enough of a
hide his book
catalyst for me.
anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
That's all we really can do.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Yeah.
They say the Sub-Zerus festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Sounds messy.
Dingerzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I mean, she is
I
Kusanali's
wish I
most
could have
faithful
seen that
follower,
spectacle.
so...
But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus would be just as impressive.
There's children. There's a bunch of children. Why are there children?
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Forest, Night of Flowers. Oh gosh.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
And a weird mustache.
It's Dingerzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zerus festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zerus festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all.
Oh, it's Vihar.
Speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dingerzad,
So,
you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
don't blame me if I choose the wrong one.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
Fine.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great.
Okay.
These boxes of candy are
So-
numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Okay, so let's try to logic this out. So it goes from left to right. There are 2 white ones, 2 green ones, and a blue. Naturally, because of branding, I would be picking the blue one. But there's a fun little thing that I like to call the Uniqueness Principle. Meaning that just because a certain option is unique, it doesn't always mean that it's going to be the correct one. Because reverse psychology and all that. So, that means that was knocked out of the running. I could still go for branding and choose number 3, but that's obvious. So, I'm going to do this one. I'm gonna say number 4.
Excellent.
Yeah, there we go.
That is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
I wonder what would have happened if we picked
Here's your
one of the
Sunsetia-flavored candy.
one of the other ones.
Thanks a lot, Knight
Wait,
of
hold up.
It's night.
It goes from left to.
not night of candies.
That's the third one.
Really wilted the carriage list.
Fourth one's right there.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Whatever. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try to
Actually, I
overanalyze.
just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Not a problem.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
That would make sense.
How embarrassing.
So let's head back, I guess. There's still waypoints here that I haven't unlocked. I'm definitely gonna have to do all that off camera. Like unlocking them all.
We're too late. Who knew the
Uh,
little lady
never
was such an
mind.
early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh boy.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
They're Eremites. Of course they're not
I
up
don't
to any
believe the
good.
Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Humayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're bads.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Professional here, ready to go.
Did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia. Dia the Flame Main. No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky.
Great, there's more of them.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
Oh,
No,
I want to
There's
fight.
too many of them!
We can't guarantee anyone's safety here.
You're right. Alright, fine.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Sounds good. Wait, what? Where do we even need to go? Oh, this way. There we go. I was like, I did not know where I was supposed to be going. Thank goodness for the V button.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
She's protecting you because she agrees with
Yeah, don't worry.
you. Why is it panning?
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Dia!
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather,
She's
did
injured.
anyone follow you?
Nope, just
Dia,
checked.
your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
New greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
Understandable.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Was Dia...
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
No problem.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
It's fine. Take Dunyarzad somewhere nearby to rest. This way. Boing. You okay there?
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
Just how serious is your illness?
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Elazar.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Ooh, I'm familiar with that.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with
means that
Elazar
she
and I came to
continues
terms
to-
with it a long
She
time ago.
continues to push herself. There's a pretty
Compared
big
to the
chance
simple
that she's
fact that I'm
going to
afflicted
die.
with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people, To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
Don't say that. You still have happy times yet to come.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No. Even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Memento mori.
Thank you two so much.
Remember the dead.
I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You're the one who remains resolute in the face of your illness.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That's a wonderful mindset.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
To go to sleep? Yes.
Almost
For the
time
stream
for
to
what?
end? Not even close.
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin?
Oh, the dance!
It's the part of the festival
Sub-Zero's
that I've been looking
Neela's
forward
thing.
to the most.
I almost forgot
Neela
that,
will recreate
that
that
existed.
legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with
This
that,
should
my
be
wish will
fun.
also...
Your wish.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage.
Yeah, let's hurry.
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Go to the Grand Bazaar and see the dance of Sub-Zeros. Since I'm so wondrously directionally challenged, I have to constantly use the what's it called?
Living in the city, I still miss it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the fastest way there? Okay, gotcha. Let's see if I find a... Alright, here, this way. So follow the sparklies. Follow the sparkly lays. And then it's over. Lag. Looks like I might be
Were
able to
you
do
not
ostriches
aware that the law prohibits this
after.
type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
Yeah.
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage.
Grand
Why is he
Sage.
here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event.
Yeah, but do you?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Oh, that's a little
The Grand
intense.
Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I
If
know
we force their
this
hand
is
too
a
much,
hard
the
pill to
situation might get
swallow,
ugly.
but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
Nope.
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
Poor Nilo. He's like all
When you
hyped
return,
for
have the scribe
the
draft
dance,
an
even,
ordinance
like,
before
just
the
up
next
before the-
Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeru's Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh,
Okay, something does not feel right about the way that he said that.
you all
It
saw
just
that
does
now?
not seem right at all.
The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
That is oddly prophetic. And I should know.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere and the stage?
And you kind of have to make
Or
do with what you got.
we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just
Yeah,
threatened to
that's not the,
investigate the
good
organizers. If we were caught. Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it. But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets. It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
Oh.
If you say so.
This is why I'm an anarchist.
You
The
can
government
sneak up for
ruins
the next
everything.
Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing
For legal
success.
reasons, that is a joke.
Next one. Yes. Okay.
That is
I
a
promise.
jest. That
It
is
will be
a
smashing
that is a
success.
ha-ha. That is the funny
I can't believe
statements.
this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
Should we try to think of another way?
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. Sub-Zero's festival was forced to come to an unfortunately abrupt end. Oh. Shame.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time.
This may be a regret that can never be resolved.
Yeah.
Holy cow, sounding refined is so hard when I'm streaming. Ow. Okay, that hurt.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework.
That was not a fun sound to hear.
The project is entering
Rip headphone users.
Power has begun to flow from.
Ow. From what? Power's begun to flow from what?
We're gonna be
Go to you, Paimon!
You wouldn't get out of bed.
You hush, you yawned and made me yawn in turn. Wait a minute. Didn't we already do this? Didn't we already? I'm getting deja vu. This is not. I'm actually getting deja vu. This is not like a scripted canonical deal. I'm actually getting deja vu. I could have sworn that we just completed this a few minutes ago. But I talked to Dunyarzad, go to the alchemist guy.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Yeah, something does not seem right at all.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
What the
I'm
crap?
doing well. There's no need to worry.
At
Shall
the
we
very
go?
least, Dunyarzad sounds
start with the
different, but
festival.
everything else is pretty much exactly the
Sure.
same.
Traveler? why are you just standing there? Let's get going.
All of the hmms.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
I forgot about the food guy.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Yeah, I remember that dialogue.
Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
I remember Paimon's disappointment
Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just
and
now?
curiosity.
It's one of the Sub-Zero
Yeah, we already
festival's
did
traditions.
this.
People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Something feels really familiar.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
What crap?
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
Yeah, like a pie that Paimon took a bite out of. We've done this already.
The moon signifies...
Doesn't it?
It's escaping
If memory
me
serves
for
me right, it
now.
signifies illusions.
Wait a moment.
Or something along those lines.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Yep.
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
Aha!
But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
I feel like I've heard this before. This is indeed Deja Vu.
I'll keep that in
Welcome.
mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty
Doesn't
interesting.
feel right.
On to the next stall. So,
And then it's the
where's
candy next. I think. It's the candy next, where we have to try and get the Sunsetia flavor for Paimon. I remember this very clearly. Mainly because it happened a few minutes ago. I have the memory of a freaking goldfish. Yeah, everyone.
All
cheer
right,
for
soldiers.
Varys.
Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Night of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
Alright, so.
It's not that simple.
which
Each
one's
box
it?
contains a random
yeah,
flavor.
number 4.
It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
Onikabuto and
Ooh,
Harford.
how interesting!
Or Onikabuto
and
and
there's
Lizard
also
Tail.
lizard tail and onikabuto.
Ugh,
Done this
why do
before.
those flavors even exist?
Onikabuto is a little
Just
spicier
let
than Lizard
Paimon
Tail.
pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5.
4.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Called it.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Not just now. I don't think that was luck. I don't know why, but I knew it must have been number 4.
Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Why do I keep having this sense of deja vu?
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
I mean, in real life, for me, the answer would be the former. I do not get a lot of sleep. I'm sorry, Dunyarzad, but I need to leave for a moment.
Sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Yes. Yes, I am. The flavor of Deja Vu. Alright, so now we're going to Lambal's Tavern. Ooh, that would be good because I do need ingredients. Enter tavern. Sorry, I'm so sleepy. I did not get all the sleep last night as previously stated.
Deja vu?
Indeed.
Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on.
Yep.
In that case,
Deja Vu
Paimon
sucks.
also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
I want to see if I can get rid of this Deja Vu.
So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Ding, ding, ding.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
One coconut charcoal cake, please.
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
Paimon's brain juices are flowing today. Oh, that was a really cool transition.
That thing? Are you really gonna eat it?
Yep.
Isn't this going a bit too far?
Nope. Here goes. Oh, poor Ether.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No, it actually tasted really good.
Then, you mean...
This flavor, I've definitely eaten this before.
That's impossible. We were just talking about how gross it looked. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
Looks like I've tried this before.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars.
I mean, I do come here, like, since we started this,
We
for
go out again and
ingredients.
try something else.
Yeah, let's keep trying. Because I feel like if we do enough random stuff, we'll be able to shake off the feeling of deja vu. Because that's typically the only counter for it. While we're here, though, let's quickly talk to Lambot. Get some ingredients. So, yeah, I need sugar for well, I don't really need sugar that badly, but it's always good to grab. And then let's grab some fish. I don't need the beans. Flour? Yeah, let's get flour. There we go. Of course, I want to make sure that I don't spend too much more of this so I can build characters. Because that takes a lot of more. I want to make sure I can gather up as much more as I can. But yeah, that is typically like the only thing that works against deja vu, to like try and intentionally do something that you didn't do within the previous experience. Evidently, that didn't work in this case, so let's just keep trying. Hopefully we can get rid of the deja vu, and we can keep going with this.
Hey,
That sounds alright.
Dunyarzad is sitting by yourself on that bench over there.
Indeed. She is indeed.
What a coincidence,
into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Yeah.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness.
Which we now know
Besides,
is
no matter how
Elazar.
amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you. And Paimon feels like something's really got you down
This
right
conversation,
now.
because this is the conversation where we find out that Dunyarzad is afflicted afflicted with Elazar. I'm sorry for leaving you behind earlier.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
Maybe.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
The Sub-Zero's dance.
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. Let's go.
Alright, calling it right now, we're going to be seeing the grand stage and that one chick when we get there. They're gonna give a similar speech about how art and dance are looked down upon. Just watch this. Watch this. Yep, there we are.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
This is word for
When we
word.
return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
I think I'm slowly starting to understand the weird prophetic feeling that I'm getting from that line.
Are you okay?
Assuming that this day repeats again. If it does, then
Dunyarzad,
I'll
the Grand Sage ordered us to
talk about my
stop the
theory.
performance.
About how
It's
this
okay.
might play out.
There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
Gosh, just want to
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like this outcome was inevitable.
Did Dunyarzad already go back?
I would
We
darn
should
you!
also return and get some sleep.
Dang it! Yep, unfortunately, abrupt end. So it looks like we weren't able to shake off that feeling of deja vu.
So, in the end, because of exhaustion.
I'm feeling pretty groggy. I kind of thought about it, but my head does feel very heavy.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
What was that?
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Save my ears.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon as
But yeah, you guys saw that too, right? The screen just flashed gray for like a split second. It did it again!
Why
It did it again!
I feel so tired after so much sleep?
I'm not going crazy, am I? You guys saw that too, yeah?
We should go meet
The screen just
Junior
flashed
Zod
gray.
right away.
What was that? I'm still getting deja vu. You said that already. Yeah, so far everything is playing out exactly the same. Okay, so basically my theory is that something is causing us to be caught in some kind of like a time loop kind of deal, where we're just stuck and forced to relive the day of the Sub-Zera's festival over and over and over. That's why we're having a feeling of deja vu. Because that's an actual feeling of deja vu, and we're being forced to
Good morning, Junior Zod. Sorry to keep you waiting.
relive the Sub-Zera's festival multiple times. Junior Zod seems even more sad and tired and sad.
Makes you sound kinda tired.
Sadly tired and tiredly sad. I know how that feels.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
This feels all too familiar. This isn't right. Something's up here.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zera's festival.
But yeah, that's why I said that the that one guy's line of celebrating Kusanali's birthday to our heart's
I have
content
some boxes
seemed
of candy
off
here. Pick
and
whichever one you
prophetic.
want.
Because we're literally being forced to celebrate Kusanali's birthday to our heart's content.
Boxes look the same.
It's number 4.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
Onikabuto and Lizardtail.
They all sound pretty tasty.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Uh-huh.
What were those last two?
Lizardtail and Onikabuto, weren't you listening? We've gone through this twice before.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
What the crap? What? Well, obviously it's number 4.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
And lots of confusion.
Congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
How did we guess?
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck.
Number 1's Lizardtail.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Just go with it.
Ah, wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand.
That was my time. Oh.
Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you...
Okay, now I just have that Deja Vu meme song. What? Now I just have like that that Deja Vu, the song Deja Vu by Initial D just playing in my head. Just now,
Hey,
that
where
was...
are you going?
To find the source of whatever the heck that was. Follow the familiar figure. Yeah, I saw something. Now I want to find out what that was.
No, it's kind of rude, you know.
Whatever. Observe. Do what I do best and observe. There. Alright, you went up and to the right. Get back here. I didn't even move! Let me move, dang it. Thank you very much. I'm directionally challenged. I can't even follow basic math. Alright, so yeah, who was that? I saw like... Yeah, I saw them for like a couple I feel like I know who that is, but I cannot place my finger on it. This is a bird.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Hold up. Is it a familiar figure? An overwhelming sense of deja vu. Oh, let me just slow it down.
Traveler?
What? Hold up. Over there.
That's...
Hold on. Oh, bird's gone. Is that it? Over the here's. I have a feeling it's our favorite person. It's the bean! The bean has arrived! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary mortals of all ages, let me introduce... What the crap?
Look! Isn't that Dunyarzad?
Well, come on, I was about to make a very lovely introduction. She was still with us just a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
I'm getting a headache too.
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you?
The bean! As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary mortals of all ages, let me introduce to you the Dendro Archon herself. It is the Dendro Bean.
A knowledge capsule?
Ooh, knowledge capsule.
Where did you get it?
Ooh, this one's gold.
What's inside?
It's Kusanali!
You should use it too, Paimon.
Ow!
You know...
Oh yeah, we've relived this day both so many times. Let's use it.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but...
We get to see the bean!
Like, this is what we should do.
I had a feeling we would see the bean at some point. I did not expect we would be seeing the bean this soon. But we get to see the bean. And I still want to hug her until she explodes. Because she's so freaking precious. Memories.
It's our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival?
I don't know, I'm still distracted by the fact that we meet the bean.
If it weren't for you, we
It's
wouldn't
the
have
bean. It is the bean.
Inside that knowledge capsule.
Oh, she's
Your
so
memories are still
precious.
scrambled? Try your best to remember.
Why is she so
This isn't the
adorable
first
and
time
precious?
And I answered that question a long time
beans.
ago.
I need the Dendro Bean, Hoyoverse!
Oh, it's coming back.
Sooner rather
Meaning
than
it
later.
was the real
Then again,
catalyst
later would
for
be good
restoring
because it's
our
more
memories,
wishes.
And the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes?
Yes.
As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special sensitive constitutions.
She got no shoes.
It was as if a single sheet of
cute.
paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
I want Kusanali so bad. What is wrong with the Junior's on there?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Junior Zod you were just with is different from the first Junior Zod you met.
Feeling the Clippers would be going crazy.
That first Junior
It's
Zod
just
is
compiling
in front of you right
all
now.
of the times that I either call Kusanali a bean or I just start squealing in overwhelming happiness. What I need to do right now is break out of this cycle.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nagita.
Cute. No, you're not. You're Kusanali. I know you introduced yourself before, and also I know Leaks, which is how I was able to recognize her as Kusanali so quickly.
And you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Make my hand feel weird.
Everything in this world runs in a loop.
That bean.
This cycle is called the samsara.
We get to see the
you,
bean.
Me, and everyone else.
I hope we
all
get to
stuck
play as
inside
the
of
bean
one big
soon.
samsara.
I want to be able
As
to
for
play
the
as the
truth,
bean.
That's on you to find out. If
I really
you
wanna.
told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
I'd probably still be internally squealing at how
with bits of
adorable Kusanali
information
is.
and subtle hints. For the
Not in
rest
a
of
weird
the
way,
time,
you
I'll be doing
people.
all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
I love Kusanali like I would love a child.
She looks like she isn't
That
doing
I
well
adopted.
at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
Mainly because I want to adopt Kusanali.
If we can break out of this
So freaking
samsara,
bad.
I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
She's so smart.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Whatever, she's adorable, I'll forgive it.
Analogies are wonderful tools.
She's a
They
precious
let you
baby.
use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things.
She is a precious 500-year-old baby bean.
With what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Let me collect my thoughts. Whoa, what's... Ooh, new gimmick! When you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry and may yield new ones. Once interpreted, you may submit that text as a conclusion. Some text entries can be associated with one another once interpreted. Select Associate to choose the other text entry, then select Trigger Association. You can gain new text entries by performing accurate associations. If one of the text entries on the current page can be used as a conclusion, then select that entry before choosing Submit Conclusion. Alright, so... interpret.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
We get ether voice lines! I'm loving this Archon quest! Deja Vu. No, that.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? We've already experienced the
Ooh, that would go
Sub-Zero's
gold.
festival many times, and The day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Associate. This one? Oh, it did something.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
Alright, let's go. Let's give our theories.
You've given similarly wrong answers in the past.
Dang it!
A pity.
Boo!
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
Yeah.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Dang it. Dunyarzad's dying.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Understood, tiny baby. Okay, what is it with these awesome
Let's think about our current situation.
Okay.
To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
Sounds
And
about
to do
right.
that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Oh, let's go. Let us contemplate the future with the stall owners. Quicken time using Xiao's skill. Wow, though.
Hey there!
Hi.
Hey, it's you guys
there you go.
again. Where's your cultured friend?
Not well.
She's feeling
She's
a
dying.
little unwell.
She's dying. Oh, Elazar.
Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Have you felt anything strange lately?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
That did
What
not
kind of
help.
philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find something.
Okay, let's keep that bit in mind. 'Cause I know it's like a thing where I overthink, but I feel like the way he worded
Actually has a
that.
point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Okay, the fact that the overarching theme is that no one dreams in Sumeru, I feel like that's gonna tie in to the Archon quest somewhere. I don't know if it's gonna be in this part or the next one, but something about dreams.
It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Let's keep that theory in mind. Let's keep dream theory in mind. For now. Until stuff has been, like, undoubtedly disproven, it could be anything.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
We actually did run into a situation, but I'm not sure if it's related to your divination.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
You've actually defined our fortune many, many times.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you
It's a little
just
more
said...
serious than that.
Are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
I mean, it's happening now.
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
Probably not.
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems.
Hey!
We haven't made any progress.
I take very small offense to that, you. Let's try talking to Dia again.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Let's try taking her to see the real
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Yeah. Hopefully we can hurry up. Oh, there she is. That didn't take long.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Oh, her arm's damaged in this
timing.
iteration too.
Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
A gang of kidnappers trying to attack y'all.
Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Spot on.
We need to say something convincing.
Ooh! We're doing this again. People from Sumeru are not
People
dreaming.
in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Dia's Claymore.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
You know what, since we're talking to Dia, let's... yeah.
Tell her, Traveler.
You got injured because you aren't used to your current greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
Alright, all the cards on the table, going for broke. Here we go!
It's kind of hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
I just noticed something off about Dunyarzad.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
come with me. I'll show you some evidence.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Or who she thinks is Miss Dunyarzad. Alright, so let's... Yeah, bring Dia to Kusanale.
Nahida!
Where did the beds go?
Friend. Are you busy?
Oh, there are.
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
A little grass baby?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
You sure?
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
You can see her?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
I don't
Miss
think so.
Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
Okay, so...
So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
Okay,
You have a point.
We're
Aside from the Dendro Archon, the
gathering
Academia
information.
sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe
Yeah, and
there's more to
if
the
you remember
Akasha
correctly,
than we know.
the Akasha is powered by her Gnosis. Her Gnosis is powering this whole thing. So it's most certainly something to do with the Akasha. Nahida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Yep.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Sounds about right.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this
Dramatic
Nahida
irony.
you mentioned. What did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What's up?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Most of the information in the Akasha comes from Irmin's
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Are we doing the contemplation thing again? Yep. Alright, so interpret.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Mental fatigue.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
I think it has something to do with the mental fatigue. Yep.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price.
Nothing's
Compiling the
there's
entire
no such thing as a
country's
free
knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
But how did it do that?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Somehow, I don't think it'll be that simple.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Oh, great, drop frame. Yeah, that's fine.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also noticed something else.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of the day, there's always the sound of an ear-splitting beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep.
Tiny baby,
Could it be a
that
prop tone
beep
for when
was
the
not
Akasha is operating?
It was like pushing knives into my ears. It hurt. I had the same sound in Port Ormus.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
There it is.
Traveler, did you
There
hear
it
that?
is.
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Everything faded to gray again.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Something doesn't feel right. And I hope it's not just me. Yeah, the day repeats itself over and over and over. There's Junior's Osh. And our headaches are back. And the headaches are back.
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
At the end of last night.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
We failed at severing our connections with them.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle.
Alright.
Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
may be difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
Considering the theme, I feel like we've already been informed.
I'm the moon.
The moon?
Moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Then again, I'm wasting brain space contemplating this.
So let's go find
because I already know that she's Kusanagi.
reading the time correctly, those kidnappers
Leaks
should
and
be showing up
associations. So I already know. So yeah, spoiler alert. You haven't been paying attention for the past almost 2 hours. Nahida's Kusanagi. Nahida is Dendrobean.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers.
Wait
My
a
lady,
minute.
did you get hurt?
Dia's arm is not damaged this time around. Something's not.
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You
No reason.
hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Yeah, but aren't you still getting used to your new greatsword?
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's well within earshot, so...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
During your battle, did anything feel strange?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that
Yes, you have.
although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
Yeah, that's muscle memory.
That's right. Both
Or you
mercenaries
kinda
and
just-
warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Yeah, see? Muscle
Only
memory.
knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
This has never happened
Yeah.
before.
Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
It's possible that we've already broken free.
Oh, you're right. Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Ether's looking pleased with himself. We'll know for sure at the end of the day.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Not entirely. Well,
Forget
I
it. Go and do your thing.
technically can. Not mine specifically, but I can read people pretty well. Yeah, discussion with, yeah. With Milu and...
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same.
Yeah.
Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Yay.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
I think that's the only
Tomorrow
one you
will
can
come.
give.
Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly? Huh?
I love this bee. I want to adopt her so bad.
I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
We're gonna go get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Ow. It's starting to hurt less, but it still hurts.
What we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day.
Dang ass. As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach.
Good point.
In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Yep.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Time loop theory, definitely incorrect.
Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Dia's fighting skills have been improving, and Dunusod's illness has also gotten worse.
Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Oh gosh. Divination results.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
And then
The
Akasha...
beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Alright, so let's make an association with this. Oh, gosh.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
Possible. let's see if this one's it. We aren't in a time loop. Instead, our memories are being erased at the end of each day.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
That would make sense.
Muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Yay. We're making progress. Kusanali is pleased with us.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
So basically, we're wrong again.
Simple at all.
Still wrong conclusion, huh?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Maybe. Yeah, let's talk to Dia again.
Let's find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
Yeah, so let's talk to Dia once more and try and learn a bit. Like, try and see if we can learn anything else. Casualty of the Sub-Zero's festival. Alright, so we're definitely making some kind of progress, because now the quest name has changed. So, let's hop on out. Gosh, the textures. Because my computer just can't keep up. Ugh. Another drop frame, really.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Let's just get straight to the point.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, we've lived through this same day many times already, and our memories of the day are erased each night.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
That text bit makes me very uncomfortable.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
I do not.
All right then, let me get this straight.
Dabble in the
You're telling me that my body's already
Dare
gotten
you.
used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Pretty much.
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh?
Yeah, then our conclusion's definitely.
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
I've thought about that too. But if the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city's resources as well as the information supplied by the Akasha.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not
Even
very likely,
then,
but it's also
eventually,
not impossible.
the city's resources would end up running
No,
out.
it is impossible.
So-
I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
Yeah, let's
You
see
two
Dia's
are
proof that our
surprisingly
memories
serious
aren't
about this
getting erased.
nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Okay, I feel like we're slowly but surely getting closer and closer to what's actually going on.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
So let's see what this evidence is. It's up here. It's Just something to do with that training dummy?
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's a good point.
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible
like
to copy
in
these marks.
Inazuma with the Raiden-Gokuden and the multiple different types of styles of
machine to carve every single mark?
both blacksmithing and
People often
swordsmanship.
say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
That makes sense. Seems we'll have to abandon this theory.
I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Alright, bye.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory
We were so close too! No!
But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
We're not in the time loop. We're not in the real world.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
Let me think. I suddenly realized that something is strange.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about leaving the city?
Huh? Leaving the city?
Ever.
You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution. Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city.
Yep.
Paimon can't believe it. Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
We should have thought of this a long time
How about
ago.
we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Yeah, let us inquire with the bean. Let us consult the bean to see whether we're on the right track here. Oh, good grief! Come on. There we go.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Oh, you guys definitely heard that.
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Have we ever tried leaving the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
This is really
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe this is the key.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
At this point, I've gotten so used to it, I can literally just predict whether it's gonna, like, when it's gonna play the theme, so I can stop it in the impact. So I can get used to it a little easier.
Memories are back!
Yay! Let's go and try to leave the city today.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message? From who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Lag! Shoot! Oh, my computer's not liking this.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
This is my own voice?
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Okay. 2 days ago.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go.
The empty illusions of the Sub-Zeru's festival. Alright, let's switch to Ether, because it makes sense for us to be playing as Ether at this moment. Oh, there's a waypoint here. We should probably grab that. There.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't
That's what we're
ask
trying to
me.
find
Sorry
out.
I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising.
Yeah. Which probably means we won't
Let's
be
go
able
and
to leave.
question them.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
So the Academia doesn't trust you.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Puppy.
It looks like he really doesn't know.
Learning anything.
If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon, stay here.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to our memories. We need someone to stay and witness events from this side.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
If we leave together, it'll just be the same as before.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay, okay.
And please, be careful. Memories! Traveler!
Poor baby!
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared.
Oh, you poor thing.
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back.
Oh, I want to give Paimon a hug now.
We'll be taking a quick look.
Oh Now I feel like a horrible person.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Baby. Pobrecita. Oh, I feel so bad.
Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
I'm gonna describe your plan.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You weren't zoning out or nothing?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yeah, I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
They didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City. They're also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
And for memories will be erased, can we leave something behind other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't
Maybe
look at
through
me
the
like that.
Akasha?
I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Aye, baby.
Now we're talking.
So now we just watch Dunyarzad for a bit of time. The baby's back.
Here you go.
A child.
Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's certainly worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should stay.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow, Paimon.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
So that message was what I left for myself when I left the city.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Nice.
Okay,
Better than
now that
nothing.
you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Yep.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Well, that's disturbing.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls.
Yeah.
But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Or actually what? Come on, I hate cliffhangers. Don't leave me hanging. What are they?
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh yeah, because you're splitting beat.
Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Interpret.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
This one.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Secret, huh? What could be causing the samsara? Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey! Where are you going?
Organize your thoughts on the familiar bench in the city. Is there a waypoint near there? So we can save time. Yep. There it is. Waypoint. Bam. So now we'll be able to go through this so much faster now that we have a waypoint at the entrance and then one at the north. Yeah, we have.
Do you want some alone time to think?
We have waypoints.
Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Basically, so we'll be able to pop around to the north side of the city and the south side of the Sumeru city and just flip between those at our leisure. So now we won't have to stumble around.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Yeah, she seems even more sad and
Have you figured it out yet,
sad.
traveler? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Indeed! Alright, then go to the map. Go here. We still have to do some walking, but it's not as much as it would be had I, you know, not gotten that waypoint.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. People in Sumeru don't
Okay, we
dream.
can make an association.
What a strange phenomenon.
Let's associate with this.
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
What about with this? Really?
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
What about with this?
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Alright, so it's the divination results.
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Alright, let's head back.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What did they all mean?
Oh yeah, like I have to actually go through the thoughts first.
All the bizarre
before...
spaces I saw outside
Whoa!
the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest.
I told you
Except
guys to
this
hang
had
on
no
to that
sign of
theory.
human presence.
I told y'all. Alright, so now that we've gotten this, ba-bam. The truth behind dreams.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Submit conclusion.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Oh, this reminds me of the movie Inception.
How did you conclude that the Akasha...
It was honestly a really good memory. A really good movie, though. Good grief. This?
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Okay, so not quite. What about this
It
bit?
is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
There we are.
Okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. Like, is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick?
Seems to be.
The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Alright, so yeah, we're definitely going into overtime. It's unavoidable. The Grand Sage's speech.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
Dang it!
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Okay, so it's not that
My
obvious.
mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Associate with this. Submit!
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zerus festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
So is saving Primogems.
So that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
We already know the answer. Alright, so yeah, the moon. So
They
interpret
say
that.
that Alchemical Divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
So you noticed.
Your Kusanale.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
You thought wrong, baby boo.
Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning.
Pretty much.
It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you, but this doesn't seem like a good time.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
How do the sages manage to keep people from noticing all of this?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zerus festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zerus festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of Deja Vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
So basically we need to tell the source of the dream that they're dreaming so that we can break out of this. Okay. I don't have any more
Deceiving the
questions.
people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable.
I've pretty much pieced it together.
After we end the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
Yeah.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again. Oh, we're out of
This
time
needs
today.
to stop hurting soon.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida.
Where?
Wait, now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Where does it say Kusanali? Where's Dunyarzad?
Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Oh, she's
Did
gone.
Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
We were so
I
close.
can't believe it.
Dang it!
So what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually
We're
something like a
so
puppet, but not
dang
completely.
close.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Because she's a puppet.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still
You're a kind Archon.
far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even say
Yes. See Genshin Twitter? See members of Genshin Twitter? This is what you have done to the baby.
Series festival with so many regrets.
She is having an the poor thing is having an existential crisis. Because of y'all's complaining. That she don't look like an actual Archon.
I'm not beating myself
This
up.
is y'all's fault.
All I did was to
Oh,
rationally
members of
observe the distance
toxicity.
between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like
We need to
real Archon
help.
is still allowed to be sad.
The Archons need therapy. Especially this one. Because of you people.
To prevent more tragedy.
You made her think like this.
We must end the samsara.
You made her doubt herself with your negativity.
Although
And
the
you're never
Sub-Zero's
being
festival
satisfied.
dream is under the Akasha's control. Only humans can dream.
This is your fault,
Even the
Genshin
Akasha is
Twitter.
unable to create them.
This is
That
new.
means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Yeah. Genshin Twitter, you should feel bad.
How should we find that person?
You should feel
Well,
bad
if
about
this is someone's
yourselves.
dream, then everything here
Doing
must
this to
come
the
from
poor
deep
baby,
within their
to the
consciousness.
poor child.
Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Y'all's fault.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
I believed in the bean. Of course, Genshin Twitter had a
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server
in my
at a
case,
tavern
socially
brings a plate
accepted.
to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we find the host, then
Find
what?
some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this
pleased
far
with
only
Genshin
for
Twitter.
Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
And Genshin Twitter.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole
toxicity.
time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Maybe Ferris?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Yep, let's go. See, let's teleport here. Let's save on time. Come on. There we go.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind embarked in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions!
Why?
Okay. Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival.
Hello. How are you?
What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Put the dishes away. No, so but the second the stream ends, I will.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Let's teach him a lesson.
Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Time for some combat. We teleport to make this super. Yes, we can. And again, it would be a little easier to just walk. Oh, that pizza smells good.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Take Dunyarzad away.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
Now
So
for the
you got
combat.
yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down!
That's the strategy I'm gonna use.
A new punching bag.
Spring forth! Clouds high. The birds call.
Useless.
Usually deal damage. Right.
Try to keep up. I'm going in.
Just in case I need it.
Evil conquering. Here. Worthless. Here.
Still more.
Here.
Whoop, landed on the tray.
For it.
Where's the... Here. Come on.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Maybe it'll give us clues.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
That's fair.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
You guys can just pause it later on to read it.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
That's kind of sad.
Hey! Where are you off to now?
Right to the Sub-Zero's festival. Almost done. Almost.
Dunyarzad's puppet.
I feel better if I say this out loud.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
That just makes me understand.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Yeah, she said that was the first time we
That
went
was
for
what the real
festival.
Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh,
Sounds pretty emotionless.
so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Let's go.
What? Where are we going this time?
To watch the dance of Sub-Zeros, of course. Can't we waypoint? Or would it be funny? Yeah, let's just walk. New Below Deck episode? Awesome. Gotcha. Bizarre.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
They're frozen.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Just like I thought. They're puppets.
Oh, of course. If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
And Nilu's still moving.
So they're just substitutes.
So that would mean Nilu is the
What
source
is
of the
this?
train.
What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
What's up with those flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Bodhisattvas went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Bodhisattvas in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Bodhisattvas? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice! Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Guys.
Huh?
Imagine the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes,
Interesting.
but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
Now that Nilu's aware, this dream
I
should be over
see.
soon.
Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too.
Dance of Surprise. Will we get a working cutscene this stream?
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
Alright, dance her heart out. Works. I jinxed it.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god. Prince of Sub-Zeros.
There we go. Music's nice though.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance. Someone out there has the proper cutscene. You guys can watch to your heart's content.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival!
Does that mean we're done?
Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara?
Maybe.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
Well, let's go see Junior's side.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Alright, will we have control? We will. Hopefully we'll be able to quickly end this. I guess it's still like a short one. Just gonna jump away. I'll be holding you guys for just a little longer. Why's Catherine there? Oh, dude, thoughts of life. Yay.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
We're done. Ooh, and a constellation. Okay, let's actually quickly install that, like, immediately. Constellation, C2. Activate. Alright, so we're gonna save the rest. So we're gonna save this quest for the next episode. So, with that decided, okay. All right. hope you guys enjoyed that stream, and if you did, and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it is on Twitch before I transfer it over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a sub if you have not done so already. As always, long live the rebellion.